All right, I'm going to say shalom to everyone. This is going to be a very milk type lesson, but it's very important uh, for those of you that are still trying to get your life together, things of that nature, trying to live according to the to the spirit of the Most High. But then there's going to be a few of you that run into this particular video that think that this is just something that's been preached or taught just for something as to beat you down with or something like that. But I just wanted to get into this information real quick in regards to fornication and how uh, it's extremely dangerous. A lot of us don't know. Um, I'm going to go to Genesis to understand, so we can understand exactly where I'm coming from. All right, I'm going to go to Genesis chapter 6. Okay, when we go to Genesis chapter 6, the reason why I go here is we're going to understand exactly uh, how much a man usually would have to live after the flood. All right, so let's go to Genesis chapter 6. All right, and this is going to be real time. I'm not going to see if I can get closer so you can hear me. This is going to be like real time. All right, I'm not going to go too fast or anything. All right, I'm going to start at the first verse. Now, I'm going to explain to you why I'm going here first so we can understand something. Like I said, sin shortens your lifespan. All right, let's go to Genesis 6. Genesis 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and that they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. It says his days shall be 120 years. And this also links to the time frame or the time span in which Noah was prophesying for 120 years. But that links into your actual body itself. No man on earth can live no more than 120 years. Okay? Someone say that their birth certificate say they lived 125 years. It's a misprint or they're lying. Okay? Now the reason why I wanted to bring this out first is because as you see here, and I'm gonna go to the first verse again. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, and the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives. Okay, now that's a level of fornication. When you take a wife, when you without any just, just to go into a person, and when you do it that way, you're going to shorten your lifespan. And I'm gonna show you. It's in scripture. All right. Verse 2, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, they were fair, that they took the wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also his flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Again, that does link to Noah when he prophesied for 120 years. But after that, after he prophesied, of course he built the ark. And after that, man's lifespan had decreased. Okay? Man's lifespan has decreased. All right, now I'm going to show you. All right, so let's go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 13 and 14. All right. And you're probably wondering how we go all the way from Genesis to Corinthians. All right, I'll show you. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. And it says meats for the belly, and the belly for meats. But God shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. All right. I wanted to read this because when you commit fornication, for an example, like I said before, if a man was 100% perfect, of course, there's time frames in which the Most High will just pretty much, if it's a, if it's your appointed time to leave the earth, then you're going to leave the earth. You can be 10 years old. But if a man was 100% perfect, and the Most High would allow him to live his full life, on earth at this particular time, and this generation will be 120 years based on Genesis 6. All right? So every time you commit fornication or any act of sin, you are actually depleting your lifespan. Eventually, if let's say you were supposed to live at 80 years old, you won't make it that far based on your sins. Of course, there's, forgiveness and things of that nature, but the Most High is still bound by His word. All right? A lot of us are supposed to have lived a long time, but sin itself decreases your lifespan because it's negative on the body itself. All right, so let's go to Genesis, 1 Corinthians 6 and 13 again. And it says, meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. So you notice that the Most High is in agreement with the spirit that He gave you from the beginning. And when you come against that actual spirit within you, like I said, you decrease your age. It's just that simple. It's stressful on the body to commit sin. It's psychological. It feels like it's harder to be good, but that's the demon. That's like the devils that try to attack you to cause you to feel that way. But it's actually easier, in a nutshell, to be 100% whole according to Scripture. It's hard to go out and find some Benadryl or whatever to try to eat some foods that you're not supposed to be eating, so your esophagus don't swell up. It's just easier to eat the right food. It's just that simple. But a lot of us don't get it, and we're very hard-headed people. Okay, so let's go to verse 14, and it says, "And God hath both raised up the Lord, and will also raise up us by His own power." But the only way the Most High is going to raise you is based on the spirit that He gave you from the beginning. There has to be what you would call, on a layman term, fertilized. Without any fertilization, which is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, not committing fornication and things of that nature, just sleeping with everybody you see. You understand? What happens is you are awakening that spirit that's within you from the beginning. But a lot of it, like I said, we want to do what we want to do. We think we can get away with whatever we want, but you're not getting away with anything. Okay? If you're married, even if you're married, if you're stressing out your wife, if the wife is stressing out the husband, you're going to shorten your lifespan. Okay? Period. That's just the way it goes. And that's why I wanted to give the max time for man, if the Most High would appoint man to live his total lifespan without any accidents or without taking him, out of this realm, giving up the ghost. His lifespan will be 120, easy. But every time you commit sin again, you cause your life to be short. All right, so I'm gonna show you. Let's go to 1 Corinthians, the same chapter. All right, we're going to go to the 18th verse. And it says, flee fornication. Why would the Most High tell you to flee fornication? Flee from it. That doesn't mean that you can just sit there and look at some porno and get it, don't think it's not doing anything to you. No, it's going to do something to you. Flee from it. That means you're not a coward if you run away from fornication. That's what they teach in the earth today. Oh, you scared of the poo-poo. I gotta be vulgar if it's not. Is that too vulgar? Well, hey, I gotta be me. Yes. You understand? You're a punk if you scared of it. No, leave it alone. Go at that system according to the correct way that you should do it. Unless you like to feel skip beats, okay? Because like I said, I even myself go through certain things because of what I've done when I was younger. That's just the way it goes. It's stressful on sin. It's stressful on the body. It's easier to do the right thing. Just do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Let's go to verse 18. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. You know that's very deep. It says without the body, which means there's a spirit within you that's calling you to be evil from the beginning. Now, I'm going to go and show you in Genesis, because I like that you all that follow my channel know that I love Genesis. All right, let me show you. It says without the body, but he that committed fornication sinneth against his own body. That's like you stabbing yourself over and over and over. It's sin against the body. Sinning against the body. Now, if you sin against the body, right, how long will the Most High allow you to do that? And when other people are seeing you're causing other people to be straight and drifted off in the wrong direction. So people wonder where all this cancer and all this stuff comes from. It's something that you're doing. It's committing sins. You're hurting someone, you hurt yourself. So that's why that scripture is written. Fornication is extremely dangerous for the body. First of all, let me tell you how deep fornication is. I know people may not understand what I'm about to say, but see, when it comes to linguistics, I studied English based on a different way. I decode the English language. If if something in your body right now enters it and it doesn't belong there, what is it called? Form. It's form. It's the same word, of course, but of course, oh no, it's totally different. Every word links to another word. It's fornication. It's something that you're doing that's foreign. It's inordinate. It's something that you should not be doing. That's just point blank, plain and simple. All right. So let me just show you. If you go to Genesis, let me go back to Genesis real quick. I'm gonna show you when it says flee fornication, verse 18 again. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. I'm gonna show you. Sin is an actual spirit that is driving it. And we understand that that's orchestrated by Satan. Open that movie. All right, so let's go to Genesis chapter 4. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at the first verse so we can get a little bit of an understanding. We understand that Cain and Abel, they had it out, and Cain was jealous of his brother, he was wroth, and you understand the story. But I'm gonna show you what it says. It's very deep that links to 1 Corinthians. All right, and it says, and Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord, and she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in progress of time it came to pass that Cain brought up the fruit of the ground and offering unto the Most High. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect, or not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. His countenance fell, his spirit fell. He just felt ashamed, or he just felt like, what you would call, as the world called, depressed, and, his morale fell. All right? Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted, and if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire. See what it says, his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. When it says, if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted, and if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. Sin is spirits that go through portals. Sin, like, it's orchestrated by Satan himself, and he sends ghouls to you, and they enter into your body to make you do certain things. These are demonic spirits that causes you to do certain weird, take on weird behaviors, if you will. And that's what causes certain people to do certain things. You be wondering why you can't get enough of this, you can't get enough of this drug, you can't get enough of that, and all that. It's because the spirit has entered inside your system. And when it says life at the door, they go through portals and they go through your brain, which some people walk on, which is in the middle of your mind. You have an actual, it's an access area of the mind that spirits go through. The only thing that's supposed to deal with that area is the Holy Spirit. I broke this down a while back. So in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18, when it says, flee fornication, every sin that a man doeth is without the body. When it says without, of course, I'm sure that there's other interpretations that people may deal with. When it says without the body, there's something that you're doing that you don't have no control over at a particular time because you're not fasting and praying. So that's the main thing too, right? So like I said, I don't want to make this real long. It wasn't something that I just wanted to, put this out because a lot of us, we are around a bunch of people that rather sin. So sometimes it's best to what you would call combat it based on scripture. And the thing about that is you got to be very careful when you do certain things like this, even myself. When you deal with these particular type of lessons coming against the spirit of things of nature, they'll lash out. Things go sour, and that's how you know that it is interrupting their programming, the demonic programming that a lot of people are under your satellites and all that, the chemtrail program and all that. They can actually hone in on your algorithms in your brain, psychologically causing you to do things that you shouldn't be doing. So that's what Satan does now. He lives in the miraculous airs. Hence, there's going to be issues with behavior in people. And they have no clue what's going on with them. They think they're normal. They're not. They think their behavior is normal, but it's not. It's a trend to commit fornication. No, I guess all the caskets that lined up in all these grave sites is a trend too, huh? People are dying too early, right? So there you have it. I'm not trying to turn this too much into a lecture, but if you look at the Bible, I mean, basically, you're going to either gravitate to it or push away from it. So there you have it. All right. Of course, I'll be making more videos. This is hopefully this thing came out clear. I'm doing an actual video. So there you all have it. This is my life, and I'll be doing this for the rest of it.